Game Week 35 deadline is finally here. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about my final Game Week 35 team, and if you stick around, I'm going to give you a bit of information that's going to help you end the season strong. If you're enjoying the video, please like, subscribe. Let's get into it. So let's start with my Game Week 35 final team reveal. In goal, I've gone David Raya against Bournemouth. Now, I can choose between Raya and Martinez, and I originally had Raya because Evan Nielsen had his red card, but that has since been rescinded. His points haven't. What do we think about this? To me, it doesn't seem fair, but I'll let you guys discuss that in the comments. I'm still deciding between Raya and Martinez, but I think I'm going to go Raya just because they do have the better defense. In defense, I've gone Gvardiol, Saliba, and Konate. Now, Gvardiol, Saliba, and Konate I actually quite like for this week. Gvardiol against Wolves, Saliba, Bournemouth, and Konate, Chelsea. With defense, you can't guarantee clean sheets, but I think these are the best choices for clean sheets for me this week. Next, into the midfield, I've still have Jacob Murphy. Now, this isn't ideal, as I don't think Jacob Murphy is necessarily going to get the most minutes, but he has been getting returns on the minutes that he has. So, fingers crossed for some returns. Next, onto Mohamed Salah, who is my vice-captain. Playing against Chelsea away. Chelsea don't have the best team. Chelsea don't have the best defense. Mohamed Salah could do very well in this game. They have won the Premier League. Liverpool have. So there is less need for risk. So I don't know how tough they're going to go into these games. I don't know if they're going to go into these like wanting to absolutely annihilate teams. So is it the same kind of Salah we're going to see? I'm not sure. But he is, I believe, the most owned player in the game. So definitely want to have hold of Salah for this week. Now on to the transfers that I've made. My first transfer, I had Asensio and I moved him on to Bowen, who is playing Tottenham at home. Now, West Ham obviously aren't the best team in the Premier League, but this Tottenham defense is not great by any stretch of the imagination, and Bowen is on form. So Bowen is one of the players I believe everybody needs to own between now and the end of the season. Likewise for this next player, Brian Mbeumo. He is my captain, playing Manchester United at home. I genuinely think Mbeumo can do quite a lot against this Manchester United squad. They really don't have the best defense, and Brian Mbeumo can take advantage of that massively. I would say as another Brentford option, if not doubling up with Yohan Wissa. I'm personally not going to do that, as I don't want to take hits to make that happen, but it is definitely an option. Then onto the front line, Marmoush has Wolves at home. Now, I have seen that Erling Haaland is back in training. What this means, I'm not entirely sure. I don't think he's going to play in this game, and if he does, he's going to get maybe the last 30 minutes of the game, something like that. So hopefully, Marmoush can do something between the beginning of the game and say 70 minutes, 75 minutes. Hopefully, we get a return there and have some insight into how City are going to set up for the next kind of 3 games of the season. Then on to Isak. So they have Brighton at Brighton away. This isn't the most ideal fixture. I think Isak has the potential to score in any game. And Brighton away, there's no reason why he shouldn't get some kind of return. I do like this, but I don't know if I'd be suggesting to people, oh, bring him in specifically for this game week. If you have him, hold him. If you don't necessarily bring him in, I think there's other options like Yohan Wissa, for example. This week is a brilliant option. And then on to Jean-Philippe Mateta, who has Forest at home. Now, Mateta has the ability to score in any game against anybody. Will he score in this game? That's another question. He has gone missing a little bit. but we've seen some outstanding goals from him in the recent past. So fingers crossed, I've got Mateta and he scores today. Well, this game week. Then on to my bench. I have Martinez, who I'm still debating on whether to put as my first team keeper this week, but I think I'm going to hold off and stick with Raya. Then I've got Ismail Assar. Again, Ismail Assar has been one that has trolled me since I've owned him, so I'm more than happy having him on the bench. On to Munoz. I just don't trust Palace defense at the moment, and I prefer the likes of Vardiol, Saliba, and Konate as my first defense this week. And then I have Connor Bradley, who is currently not available or potentially not available. He won't be available because Trent's back anyway. He was just 1 week punt, which worked out well actually. So I'm going to be looking to move him on between now and the end of the season. But that's what the team is currently looking like. How are you guys getting on? What does your team look like? Let me know in the comments, and just remember, please lock those teams in. And if you're on a chip, lock that chip in, because game week deadline is now. No more blanks or doubles are scheduled in 2024-25 fantasy season. It is finished. No more blanks. They've decided to move the fixtures from the Game Week 37 weekend to the Game Week 37 weekday. They moved it to the Tuesday. Crystal Palace, Wolves, Man City, and Bournemouth. So it's those FA Cup fixtures that would have affected us. The FA Cup tie that would have affected us, the Palace and Man City final. They're just going to move it to 3 days later after the finals taken place. How does this affect what you guys were planning? Because the way it affected me is I wasn't going to make transfers this season, this game week. I was going to hold off because I wanted to be able to field 11 players in game week 37. If I didn't have transfers, I would have too many doublers going into 37. Now that this isn't happening, I've been able to use both my transfers this week and brought in Bowen and Mbomo, and I believe that has made my team stronger. How has this affected your guys' teams? Let me know in the comments. And that's it, guys. I'm done. This is my team for this week. You've got a little bit of information to help you go forward. Let me know how you guys getting on in the comments. Please, if you're liking the video, please like and subscribe. Hit the notification so that you guys see my videos when they come up. And good luck this week. And hopefully everybody gets green. Speak to you in the next one.